everyone, it's Abbeygail Jane here and welcome back to another YouTube video. A few months ago you might have noticed a video pop up on my channel which was kind of a get to know me video, but I had uploaded it and was like, yeah, I'm really pumped about this video, you know, it's really good, but then figured out that it gave away some really personal information which could be used to get into various accounts and stuff. So I took it down and I'm refilming now, which is, you might have been able to tell from the title of the video. I am filming a random facts about me. I don't know how many facts I'm going to do, it depends how long it takes me to answer each one, but I've got a list of questions on my computer which is just to the left of the camera. So if you see me looking over there quite a bit, I'm just reading the questions and then I'm going to try and keep focused on my phone. So it looks like I'm getting involved with you guys. So the first question is, what's my full name? My full name's Abbeygail Jane Mackenzie Hall. Abbeygail was just a name my mum thought of. My original, like, when I was younger, my parents, like before I was born, my parents were like, okay, let's call her Tegan. And then when I was born, I didn't look like a Tegan. Like, certain people don't match certain names, and I just didn't look like a Tegan. So my parents named me Abbeygail instead. Jane, I'm named after my my mum's late cousin, Jane, and she was really nice, but she passed away a couple of years ago. But that's my second name. That's my inspiration for my channel name. Mackenzie Hall is double-barreled. Mackenzie is my biological dad's name, like second name, and then Hall is my stepdad's second name. That will all be explained, the whole biological dad stepdad thing will all be explained in another video. You just got to stick around on the channel to wait for me to upload that one. Am I named after anyone? I've already answered that one, so we don't need that one. Does your name make any interesting anagrams? See, I don't really know. My name on a couple of other things is Gabby. That's an anagram of Abbeygail. That's the only anagram I actually use from my name. Just because it's one I remember, and you use the anagram generators on the internet and stuff, and it's just a bit like, you know, that doesn't really make sense, but yeah, they never do. If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to? If I had to change my first name, I'd change it to just Abby, because when people say Abbeygail, I always feel like I'm in trouble, because my mum, or my mum, my nan, my granddad, whatever, only ever call, even my teachers, only call me Abbeygail if I'm in trouble. I'm always like Abby, Abs, things like that. Like, I'm never ever been called Abbeygail unless I'm in trouble, have done something absolutely amazing, or like I've got this one teacher that just calls me Abbeygail because it just sounds more natural. I don't know, it's weird, it's really hard to explain. Where were you born? I was born in Colchester Hospital. Yeah. See, over the years, till I was like about 5, I'd moved loads and loads of different places. My mum used to work in a pub, various different pubs. She used to be pub manager and stuff. So I've always, when I was younger, I used to move around a lot. I'd be in different places quite a bit. I don't remember any of this. I can barely remember last week, so I honestly couldn't tell you about any of the places. Only stories that I've got off my mum and grandparents and my dad and stuff. But yeah, I was born in Colchester Hospital. Who did you look like growing up? I didn't really look like anyone. I used to have this fringe that was like a fringe like that, and I used to have my hair cut into a bob quite a lot, which was quite embarrassing. But now I look back on it and I'm like, my hair is thrown up today because it's just not cooperating with anything I'm doing. But if you knew me, then you'd know that my hair isn't great. I shaved it about 2.5 years, I think it's 2 years ago, 2 or 3, can't quite remember. I think it's 2 years ago. I shaved it all off. I cut the ponytail off and donated that to Little Princess Trust and shaved the rest of my hair. I ended up raising about £555 on a Just Giving page, which was really cool. And I'm really happy to have been able to donate that money and to be able to raise such money and give my hair to some child who doesn't have it. But that's the story of, I didn't really look like anyone, but that's kind of the story of what I looked like growing up. What are your favourite things about yourself? I don't know, because I don't really have a lot of favourite things, to be fair. My hair, when it looks good, my hair looks amazing, I love it. that's pretty cool. I don't really know. What are your favourite things about yourself? People tell me quite a lot that I can be quite caring. I quite like that I can be caring, because I don't want to be one of those people that isn't caring. I really like being caring, and I like the fact that I'm willing to put myself out of my way for other people. That's pretty cool. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I don't know. They've never really mentioned it, because like Mum found out that she was having a girl and then came up with names, so it was kind of a bit, I don't really know. I mean, if I changed the question a little bit, changed it to what would I name myself if I was a boy, if I could choose my name if I was a boy, I don't really know. I quite like the name like Dan. Dan's quite a cool name. So is the name Tom. Tom's pretty cool. I would say like Benjamin, but that's the name of my dog, so you know, I kind of don't have much positive, like my dog's strange, so I don't really want to be called Benjamin. I'd probably say something like Tom or Dan or something like that. I don't know, they're quite like just, you know, out there names, I guess. Alex is quite a cool name too. I have a few friends called Alex. My friend's called Lucas as well. That's quite a cool name. But I don't really know, if I had to name myself a boy's name, I'd probably choose one of those. Yeah. What is your biggest accomplishment? I have a couple of accomplishments which are kind of range on the same sort of thing. Shaving my hair was quite an accomplishment. If I can speak today, it was quite an accomplishment for me, because it was just really, really fun to be able to kind of donate that to someone, and yeah, that was one of my accomplishments. And I've also I lost the first badge, so I got 3 Jack Petchy awards, and I got 1 in 1 year and then 2 in the other. So I got 1 year, and then in the other year I got 2, so I got 1 year, 2 1 year. That makes kind of sense. But I won 3 Jack Petchy awards, which is quite rare. But yeah, I've managed to win 3 Jack Petchy awards, which is quite an accomplishment for me as well. As well as I didn't win it, but I was nominated for Cadet of the Year, because I am a cadet with Essex Police. So that's pretty fun. I was nominated for an award there. And I was also nominated very recently for a volunteer award in my area, and it was really just kind of like, I only got the letter, like the actual invitation itself, like yesterday, so I knew about it a few days before because I'd been sent emails about it, but I don't know, I guess it's different. I guess they're all kind of different in reality, but I kind of judge them all on the same scale. Yeah, that's probably my biggest accomplishment / accomplishments. What is my biggest fear? My biggest fear is probably, right, I'm gonna get really deep on you all right now, and you'll learn as I upload more YouTube videos, you'll learn that I'm quite a deep person, and I talk about sentimental things and loads and loads of different stuff, but my biggest fear is probably oblivion. So like, when I eventually die, because you know everyone's gonna die, but when I eventually die, I don't want to leave behind nothing. I want to leave behind things that people are going to remember me by, not just by who I am, but what I am. So as in, shaving my hair, people are going to remember me when I die for shaving my hair when I was like 14. People are going to remember that. I want to leave behind sort of a legacy that, you know, my kids can kind of go, you know, my mum did that. You know, she's actually put effort into things she's done. My mum did that. So that, my biggest fear was probably oblivion. That was actually 49 Stars that inspired me, that kind of made me realise that, you know, I'm terrified of oblivion. But yeah. What is your eye colour? I don't know if you've probably been able to tell. It kind of looks black, but my eye colour is dark brown. So like darker than my hair, because I had hair dye in my hair not long ago, slightly reddy tones. You can kind of see the reddy tones. Yeah. But my eyes are really, really, really dark brown. People usually pass them as black unless they're in certain lights. What's the most important thing in your life? The most important thing in life to me is probably my family, because they're always there to support me. They're never going to judge you. They might judge you for a little bit, but then they realise, you know, this is still my daughter, this is still my granddaughter, this is still my sister, my cousin, blah 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 blah. The family never judge. And what I love as well about family is that family isn't always by blood. You can have family by just like friendships. Like my best friend Kaylee, I hope she doesn't mind me mentioning her here. and her little sister Paige. I class them as my sisters because we squabble like sisters. All three of us will squabble like sisters. I mean, they're Kaylee and Paige's sisters, but I just kind of fit in there. And we all squabble like sisters, but we always make up. We all get on really, really well. And honestly, the way those two are with each other inspire me, because I've got a little sister myself. Her name's Katie, and I've got a really, really good relationship with Katie. And it's good to see that Kaylee and Paige also have a really, really good relationship as well. And all four of us, really, even my little sister, we all just kind of click, and we can all get on, and they inspire me so much, Paige and Kaylee, because they argue like cat and dog, but they always get through it, and they always know that they love each other. And also, whenever I have my down periods, sometimes I get really, really sad, both of them are always there. They give the best hugs ever. They are complete rocks in my life, and I honestly don't know what to do without them in my life, because I absolutely adore them both. They're probably going to watch this and end up messaging me like, please stop saying all these lovely things, but you know, moving on before I start like welling up. I keep slapping my legs, so I'm really, really sorry if that's annoying you. I've got shorts on, so because it's quite hot, so I keep slapping my leg and it's getting really annoying for me. I don't even understand how much it must be annoying you, so I apologise for that. Anyway, moving on. Who is your favourite actor? My favourite actor is probably Tony Stark. Well, that's not his real name. Robert Downey Jr. Just because, again, he's been through loads of tough things in his life, but he's got through them and he's made something of his life. And I just really, really like the movies he's in. Sherlock is really, really good. That's not as a series movie kind of thing. Obviously, you can tell from the posters behind that I'm a huge fan of Marvel. And you've got DC over there as well, but we shan't talk about that right now. You can see from the posters behind me that I'm a huge fan of Marvel, especially Infinity War at the moment. But Robert Downey Jr. is just a big inspiration. That's my favourite actor. Who's your favourite celebrity? See, I class celebrities, actors, all in different like things. I know Robbie Amell is an actor, but I've actually met him. You can kind of see in the blue photo there. I met Robbie Amell last year, and it was pretty fun. I shook a lot. I kind of just story in a story. We were lining up to go into the like meet and greet area, and I was sat there and I was going, okay, I'm not gonna freak out. There was this little girl in front of me who was buzzing to meet him, and she was going, I'm so excited, and I was like, me too. I'm really, really nervous. And I know it's really stupid, because when I met Des Black, who's there, I was just kind of said to him, you know, at the end of the day, you're a human. I'm really excited to meet you, but I'm going to be normal because you're a human. But Robbie Amell was the first ever celebrity person I've met. So I kind of walked in and went, ah, and froze up, and then hugged him and was like, hi. And then he was like, hi, how are you? I was like, I'm really nervous. And then it was really, really quick, because it was literally just a photo. It wasn't a meet and greet, it was a photo of what you can see there. But yeah, I made a complete stupidity of myself. That didn't really make sense, but it made sense in my head. I made a complete idiot of myself because I'm acting like that. But yeah, he's my favourite like celebrity, and then Robert Downey Jr. Even though he's a celebrity, he's my favourite actor because I like religiously like watch him. Yeah. Who's your favourite social media influencer? See, here we go again, talking about the photos behind me. If I duck down just really, really quickly, you'll be able to see the one that's there as well. So, I went to Summer in the City this year, which was really, really fun. I went with my dad, my stepdad, but I call him Dad quite a lot, you might notice that. My stepdad, I call my dad. Anyway, moving on. I met Robbie Amell last year, and then this year I met Joe Pascal, who I've got to kind of like really like bend down due to him. Des Black, Dylan's Planet, who's a muser / TikTok / clock. Yeah, that's another story. And I also met the Martinez twins. Martinez twins are honestly my favourite like social media influencers at the moment, because they're like, oh yeah, you know, like we're really cute, but they also send across really, really positive messages. So yeah, they're my favourite social media influencer / Emilio is, I'm really sorry, but Emilio's my favourite. And I will bring the photo closer in another video, probably my Summer in the City video. But when I had the meet and greet photo, I got the most kiss on the cheeks, which was really, really cute, and they were really, really happy. But Emilio was probably hugging me, and I was like, oh my god, and I was freaking out inside a little bit, and then I walked away from it. And my other friend was lining up in another meet and greet line, so we went and stood with her, and me and her walked away, we were screaming. But I'll talk about Summer in the City in a later video, because I could talk to you for 20,000 hours. What's the next one? See, quite a lot of these questions I've got relating to each other from stories that I've told inside stories, so they don't really work. What is your favourite time of the day? My favourite time of the day varies on what I'm doing. So if I'm doing things like TikTok videos, if I'm doing things like YouTube videos, I really like the daytime because you get the natural light, you know, it's kind of like makes your skin glow and look really, really good. But I really love nighttime because it's like reflection time. You can kind of sit, and if it's a clear sky, you can look at the stars. If it's not, you can watch the planes go and things like that. And you can just sit and reflect on what you've done during that day. You can sit and think, you know, I might have done this, it's not so good, but I did this, it was good. And they kind of balance each other out, and it's just really nice because nighttime as well I find quite relaxing. That's my favourite time of the day. This is like, I'm like, I didn't know these things about myself until I started getting talking. Am I scared of heights? Yes, I am. I'm a roller coaster addict. I love roller coasters, most of them. There's a few that I can't do. But yes, I'm absolutely terrified of heights. We went to Pleasurewood Hills a while ago, and we went on this dropper. I think it's called the Jolly Roger, and it's like humongous. And we were going up, and I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. Then we kept going and going and going. You could see over the whole park, and I was going, okay, we can stop now. You can stop. This is too high. And I was shouting, and everyone was laughing at me. I was like, no, please stop. But I didn't like it because when you go down, you can feel the pressure on your chest, which I really didn't like. What's the weirdest thing you've seen in your life? The weirdest thing I've seen in my life is probably... Oh, I really don't know. When I was in Isle of Wight, okay, like don't flag me for this YouTube, but when I was in Isle of Wight, we went to a donkey sanctuary. I think that's how you say it. I'm really not good at pronouncing things. But we went to this donkey place, and there was these two donkeys getting it on, and like, it was probably the weirdest thing I'd ever seen because at the time I was in year 6, so I was like 10. And there was these donkeys getting it on when we pulled up at this place, so that's probably the weirdest thing I've seen. I suppose I'm quite lucky to have seen weirder things, but yeah. That's probably the weirdest thing I've seen. Can you touch your nose with your tongue? No. I've got an overbite. If I turn my face to the side, my bottom jaw goes back further. I'm getting my braces off very, very soon, fingers crossed. So you'll be able to see it a bit more then, but I have a really bad overbite, so I can't. See, I can't. No, can't do it. Can I whistle? Yes, I can. Just not very well. Do you sing in the shower? Yes, I do, at the top of my lungs, and the neighbours hate me. Oh, just hiccuped. Do you have a tattoo? If not, do you want them? No, I do not have a tattoo, but I do really, really want them. But at the same time, I get that, you know, they're there permanently, so I'm probably not going to get one. It's not that I want a tattoo, it's that I quite like the idea of them, as in, you know, it's a creative way of expressing yourself, but I also don't like the permanency of it because I change my mind more than I do anything else. So I don't like the permanency of it, so that probably put me off. Do you have any birthmarks? If so, where? Yes, I do. I cannot show you anymore because I don't have my shaved hair. But down the back of my neck, I have like a red line. My mum has it. I think my nan has it. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. I already told you about my best friend. I've already told you about my celebrity crush, which is Emilio Martinez. And I also really, really like Dylan's Planet. I watch him a lot, so yeah, I like him. There's like 371 questions on this list. I could go forever. How many oceans have you swum in? I have swum in like 1. I don't get like the difference between like Pacific Ocean and other stuff, if I'm honest. But hey, that's just me not understanding how the world works. How many rings before you answer the phone? Usually I let it ring all the way through, unless it's like someone I want to speak to. I'm really, really bad for that, because if I don't want to speak to you, I'll just let your call ring through and then just carry on scrolling through Instagram. I can't believe I just admitted that, but yeah, I do. I will let it ring all the way through if I don't want to talk to you. If not, I'll pick you up on that as soon as I see my phone. How many relationships have you been in? So when I was in primary school, my primary school, like, it acted as if dating was a race. Everyone dated loads of people. Like, we'd kind of be like, would you go out with me? Yeah. Okay, great. And then within a few hours you'd be like, done. I don't know if that technically counts, because if it doesn't, then I've been in like 2 or 3 long-ish relationships. I'm not going to get into detail about any of those because that's all private information. But yeah, I've been in 2 or 3 like longish ones, and then the rest were like a few hours where we were just like, yeah, we're not together anymore. That was mostly in primary school. And then like year 7, when you're like, yeah, I'm year 7, I'm the boss of school, you know what I mean? How many bones have you broken? I've actually only broken 1 bone. This is a funny story. So I was kicking a football once, and I kicked the football and I've swung my hand and my pinky has got caught on my hip, and it's pulled my pinky all the way back, and I managed to like chip a chunk out the side of my pinky, which is why if you look, it's slightly wonky, doesn't exactly sit straight. None of my fingers do, to be fair, but that one I did break. I managed to like chuck a chunk a bit out of the side of it. But I've had loads and loads of casts. I had a cast on my leg for about 5 weeks. It was supporting something getting better, I don't know. I had one on my elbow for like 3 days. I had like a metal thing that had like it was like a fabric thing with a metal thing down there. Yeah, I think that's the only ones I've had, and then I've had just like injuries where I've had like elastic tubey thingies on it. That sounds weird. What is on the walls of the room you are in? Over there is kind of like where it gets half and half with my sister's room. So over there you've got like my sister's desk, and then you've got a couple of my old posters I didn't have the heart to get rid of. We've got a DVD and CD shelf, a bookshelf, then a big window, and then over here, where you can see the flash, I've got a Mordred's map, which is tucked right against the wardrobe, which is just here. I have the Mordred's map, I have the flash, I have Joker, Shawn Mendes, Noel Horan, a quote, Brendan Urie, 21 Pilots, 5 Seconds of Summer up in the corner, just there, see boys. So you just see Michael on the end. I also have Daddy's Not on Fire, the Flash and Reverse Flash, and the 21 Pilots logo. And I also have a little photo of my internet friend Phoebe, because she sent me that for my birthday along with a friendship charm, which is in my memory box. I have Robbie Amell, Martinez twins, gone through that already, and the Avengers posters, and then up there just loads of my old little pictures I used to print out off the school computers. I'm also sitting on a really creaky stool, so I'm sorry if you've heard that. I don't know, I think that's the best questions I've got on here. We've reached 23 minutes. I don't know, I can't go 371 questions, that would take me like 4 hours. What was my first ever phone? My first ever phone was a Samsung Fame. I'm not sure which one, I think there's only one, I don't know. It was this little Samsung thing. It's the only phone I've ever actually broken. I've had tons of phones, but it's the only phone I've ever actually broken, because I was playing out the front and I fell over and it landed on a rock and smashed. And I went, oh, I know, I'll bite it. Don't know how or why I had that thought, but I bit it. I bit the corner where it was cracked and it shattered and the touchscreen stopped working. So then I had another little phone, and I had loads of different phones going. I had 2 iPhone 5Cs, one which my friend, I was scrolling through my music, listening to music, and my other friend went like that and smacked it out my hand and it smashed. I had another one which the battery just went, and at the moment I'm on a 6S rose gold. So yeah, I'm hopefully getting a new phone soon. I'll let you know which one that is when I get it. But yeah, that's my deal. That's what's going on with my phone. And I'm gonna finish it off with, how old are you? I am 15. I'm turn 16 in April. yeah, that's me. That's me in a nutshell with a couple of weird stories mixed in. I want you to let me know in the comments if you've got this far in the video. I want you to comment spoon if you've got this far in the video. I also would like you to comment if you'd like me to start up a series. I've had this idea for a series. It's been inspired by Daz Black. It's going to be kind of like a story time series. That was tongue slip. I'll start again. Storytime series that has been inspired by Daz Black. It'd just be me telling you all the weird and wonderful things I've gone through in my life. Some may be sad, some may be happy, some may be crazy. But let me know in the comments if you would like me to start that series, and I will try and get on it. Thank you so much for joining me with this video. If you like it, please leave a thumbs up, as well as many support in the comments. Make sure you share it on your social medias for me. If you go on my Twitter, which is at Abby Mackie, I think it is, retweet my video link, put it on your Facebook, put it on your Instagram, share it, and get me out there, because I'd really enjoy having a nice little group of people to talk to on the internet rather than just talking to a phone aimlessly. If you enjoyed it, make sure you do leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Just down there, click the big subscribe button, and make sure you click the bell as well. So click the bell and click allow notifications, just so you know when I upload a new video, because YouTube is great and doesn't put things in subscription feeds. Please don't delete this, YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!